Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. Last time, we started doing purple coin missions, and today, we're gonna do more purple coin missions. So you'll notice there aren't any on the board. That sometimes happens where there just aren't any. At that point, you want to talk to this dude, and he'll make prankster comments appear being purple coin comments, because that's, if you're doing it the way I've played, that's all you'll have at this point. So, I'll make them appear. We might also do one of the Trial Galaxies. It's kind of up to luck as to what levels we get with purple coin missions. They might be long ones, they might be short ones, which, I mean, I guess short ones, man, I could just do more. I'm going to go to the fountain, though, and do that one, because I really like that one. It's actually Space Junk Galaxy, the one I said I really loved last time, but I thought it was actually Battle Rock, because I'm dumb. So this is our first sort of challenge type one, the ones I said were timed and confined to a small area. Purple coin, spacewalk. So it's the area in the first level, I think, where we had to collect all these silver stars. To be honest, a lot of the Super Mario Galaxy levels, until I am actually playing the game again and doing those levels, they kind of blend in. And that's because the levels, I don't know why they actually do that. I was going to say because they're all in the same level. That goes with every 3D Mario game. I don't know why they do. They just do. For some reason, I can remember the levels in something like Mario 64, even Sunshine more to a degree. Maybe this is because I've played those games a lot more, and they're games from my childhood, so I, actually really remember them. But I did grow up partly on Mario Galaxy. It's just I grew up less on it because it's a newer game. I don't know how I found out about games when I was a kid. I'm guessing I didn't, and my parents just bought them for me. Because, like, I probably didn't. I think I rarely read magazines when we were in a library, and I was like, oh, I want that game. The magazines were like a year old, so that game had been out for a while. I found out about Super Mario Galaxy purely from a friend, and I think at that point I was starting to become more interested in actually, paying attention to games from the internet and stuff. So, yeah. It was the start of who I am now, which is not, incredibly relevant, actually. Or that great, because now I'm just a nerd who plays games and doesn't do anything else with his life. Don't pay attention to friends, kids. Don't do what friends tell you, especially when it involves video games or anime, because then you'll become a nerd or a weeb, and no one wants that. And also, there's no prankster comments. So I'm gonna go talk to the dude, and then we're gonna go do a level. We're going to Beach Bull's Purple Coins next, and surprisingly, I don't think that's the name of the level, because a lot of them follow that sort of naming scheme. Beachcombing for Purple Coins. Okay, that's somewhat more original. A lot of them has purple coins in the name, probably because they have purple coins on them, which is, fair point. This is sort of a more exploration one, but it's a lot easier to find them, in my opinion, than Honey Hive. I don't know why. I just find it easier. I guess because Honey Hive is a little bit more, it's not extremely, but a little bit more vertical than this level. There's like 2 levels to this, whereas Honey Hive has some different areas, and then 1 or 2 levels within those areas. This is 1 or 2 areas in one single area. So maybe that's why it's easier? Hard to say. There are some underwater, but not many. I would suggest going after those last, because those are going to be the hardest to find. Just purely based on the fact that they're underwater, and it's going to be more of a pain to get around down there, even with a shell. Your movement isn't nearly as free as above water. So, ow. I don't really have much to say about purple coin missions like this. We're kind of just going through the level again and finding these things. I should mention, though, that there was a Super Mario Galaxy trading card line in Japan, I believe. I don't believe it was ever released anywhere else. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I don't remember it being released. I probably would have heard about it before doing research for this project if it was. Point is, yeah, there's a game. Well, it wasn't really a game, actually. It was just sort of, they released promotional cards. Games do this all the time. And by all the time, I mean, I know this game now has done it. And I think Fire Emblem Awakening did it in Japan. I think it's also just a Fire Emblem card line in Japan overall. And sad thing is, those are kind of not going to be happening anymore. And Pokemon, of course, and stuff. But because Amiibo cards are out, and it's going to become those. Which, to be fair, I kind of prefer those to the plastic figures, because I kind of dislike having to buy a $13 plastic figure to fully enjoy a game that I already bought for $60. But, Amiibo cards are a little bit better. I kind of wish there were a lot more. Like there was a Mario amiibo card. Because I feel like with amiibo, the advantage is also some of the cards will be flashing on screen enough if you want to see them. I'm not really going to talk about much because it wasn't a game. If you want to make a game, that's cool. I don't know if you want to do that, but yeah, you can do that if you want. The cards will be available. Well, mainly I'm going to point to the Mario Wiki in the description, and you can go download them for yourself there if you wish to see them in higher quality or whatever. Anyway, what was I talking about? Amiibo. What was I talking about Amiibo? I have a lot of topics I could talk about Amiibo. I feel like having the actual figure of an Amiibo is enough incentive for a lot of people, especially with Amiibo, where a lot of people buy it to collect it and don't care about the functionality. I'm in the opposite spectrum where I basically care about the functionality at this point, and I don't care about the figure. I mean, if I find the figure and it's for market price, like I got Shulk. Alright, I guess I'll get Shulk because I love Xenoblade Chronicles. But that's just kind of, I'm a sheep, mainly. But, can I get up here? Jesus. But, like, I didn't buy Robin because by the time Robin came out, I was like, you know, it doesn't do anything. I can train it in Smash, but I don't really enjoy doing that. Honestly, doing that's just not fun because it essentially turns it into a computer that's smarter, and fighting computers is terrible because they have frame perfect input timing and they can dodge things and tech things perfectly, and it's an absolute pain. Amiibo makes that worse, so I kind of just don't enjoy practicing or fighting with Amiibo at all. Preference, I know, but you know, not my thing personally. And yeah, I feel like the figure is enough incentive to buy them, and that if it looks like cards of Mario or whatever, they make even more money because it's a collector's thing. People will buy them. Nintendo could release any amiibo they want, and people will buy it, which kind of sucks because that means they can get away with selling games like Chibi Robo or Ziplash, and you know those aren't great games. They're at best mediocre. And people will buy them because it has amiibo cards with it. I think they did the same thing with Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, and you know what? Actually, better case there is Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, which is actually a truly terrible game that they shoved Amiibo in, and that's why people bought it. I said on Twitter as well, shameless plug for my own stuff. Can you do that? I don't know, whatever. That I'm sure Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival sold well, and by that, I mean I'm sure the Isabelle and Digby Amiibo sold well. Because why do you think people really bought that? Do you think they really bought it for the game that looked incredibly uninteresting? I mean, to me personally, if you really like Amiibo Festival, great. I will admit, it's cute, it's got charm, the writing's good, but like, the gameplay, there isn't gameplay, you just watch things happen. So, it's pretty much a game made to sell Amiibo, which I've kind of always been against, you know, stuff like Skylanders, Disney Infinity. Never been into that sort of thing, because it's just like, I want a game that I can just play. I don't want a game where I had to buy figures to, you know, actually play it. Please. Oh my god. How did I live? Holy shit. That was amazing. I don't even know if there's anything up there. I think I need the spring mushroom. We're going to cut back up there. Also, I missed a coin over there, so we're going to grab that real quick. That was amazing. Wow. I guess that's what I get for bad-mouthing Amiibo Festival, except I think most people have, and I've already done it, and nothing bad happened when I did it before, so. Yeah, we're going to cut back over to that area, because it took a little bit to get to, and it's going to take a little bit more with the spring mushroom, because it's controls. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have cut, because there's actually stuff I could bounce to up here. I don't even know if there's coins on that tree over there. I don't think there are, but there's stuff over here. There's also stuff on that. If I could bounce into this stupid coin, I think there's ones up here. There are. Okay. I quite like this one, this 100 coin. I keep calling it 100 coins. It's what they are, to be fair. But a purple coin exploration mission, it's pretty fun. I kind of like using Spring Mario. I love the music for Beach Bowl, so that's a plus. I said I like the music of Honey Hive. I don't love it. I just like it. But the Beach Bowl, really fun, really relaxing, calm music. I like it. Honey Hive's relaxing too, but in a different way. Yeah. I love the sound Spring Mario makes. I have to wonder where they got these sound effects. I mean, they made the sound effects, I'm sure. I doubt Mario Galaxy, being, you know, a big budget game, used royalty-free sound effects. I can't even think of the last, like, big game that used. I mean, I'm sure more games use royalty-free sound effects than I can think of. but I don't know for sure, so it doesn't really matter to me, honestly. As long as the sound effects sound good, I don't really care where they came from, unless it came from like something disturbing, in which case, please don't use them ever. So you have to actually bounce off this penguin's head, not speak to him. Yes, that's fantastic. I don't care. I will not play nice. I will kill all of your friends with a shell, and then there will be they'll still be swimming. They'll be that's not the term. Swimming with the fishes is not the term. If you're swimming, and you know it's in open waters, yeah, you're gonna be swimming with fishes, whether you know it or not, because they kind of live in water. Sleeping with the fishes is the correct term, which is also true. That's what they're gonna be doing, but. They already are swimming with fishes, because fishes are... Is fishes the right term? Because it doesn't sound right. I keep saying it, I was like, no, that's not right, but what else would it be? The fish eye? Because that's just the eye of a fish. Correct? I mean, yes, that is true. Regardless of what the correct term for fishes is. Which I think it is just fishes. That just sounds so weird to me. I'm probably wrong that it sounds... Well, can I be wrong that it sounds weird? No. But I'm wrong that it's wrong. I don't know. Anyway, we have one more. It's probably somewhere. There it is, over there. It's probably somewhere. Yeah, I would guess. Can't. Okay, I was gonna get rid of the shell because it was gonna make it harder to turn around, but I guess I'll take another. Fine by me. And by fine by me, I mean it's incredibly frustrating, but whatever. Actually, it might make it easier to get out of the water proper because we can just jump. And where is the shell? There, the shell, the star. That took a bit longer than I expected, but hey, we did it and we talked about Amiibo. We're heading to Ghostly Galaxy now for its Purple Coin mission, which is one of the most annoying ones in my opinion. I usually have trouble with this. Purple coins in the bone pen. This is another challenge type one, and I have so much trouble with this for no specific reason. I find I just really am bad at it. Essentially, you have a minute. There's more than 100 coins in this little pen here, but you have to use these pole stars to pull yourself to these purple coins, and hope. I mean, not hope, because pole stars aren't luck based at all. Just hope you can do it. Pretty much. It's very difficult in my opinion. It's one of the few purple coins that I actively, well not actively, because sometimes this happens, that I have like a lot of trouble with anymore, to be honest. Like, Dreadnoughts I don't have much trouble with. The other hard ones that I can't think of it now, I guess Luigi's purple coins, which we'll see later, I don't have much trouble with. And that's because I played the game so many times. This, no matter how many times I play the game, I still usually fail this 1 or 2 times, which is compounded by the fact that I just did it on my first try. Though I suppose I haven't quite yet, because the time's going to keep going. Timer does that on the challenge missions. It keeps going even after you collect all the purple coins you need. So that's annoying, but we did it on our first try, which is incredibly surprising to me. I didn't expect that. So since there is another purple coin mission available right at the moment, I feel like we should just go ahead and tackle one of the Trial Galaxies. Problem is there's 2, and I don't quite know which one to do, because one of them is going to be really boring and the other is going to be really annoying. So I'm just going to do the boring one, because why not? I'm making tangents out of my ass this episode anyway. Why not do the one where I'll basically have to do that because it goes on for way too long. So heading to the Bubble Blast Galaxy, we have the Electric Labyrinth. So this is using the bubble gimmick, where we had to jump in a bubble and blast ourselves, or rather blow ourselves around to collect things. In this case, you have to collect 5 blue star chips to get to the next area. You have to do this for 5 areas that all take quite a while to get through. And you can also get a question mark coin in these areas to spawn some coins that you can collect. I'm not doing that because it would just make the level go on for much longer, and I don't feel like that's necessary or wanted by anyone. I don't know how many coins you can get in this level, and frankly, I don't particularly care. I've never done it. I've never spent more time than I needed to in this level, because frankly, I don't really like it. I don't mind using the bubble gimmick in general. It is sort of slow and boring in terms of the motion control gimmicks, and I barely count this as a motion control gimmick because it's more pointer technology, and that's been around for a very long time. before the Wii. Um, Out of all those, it's my least favorite by far. I don't love the ball rolling, but I put up with it. It's not terrible by any means. And I actually quite like manta ray surfing. I think that's fun, and I feel like it's way more hate than it deserves, because it's just like... I feel like it controls pretty well. Maybe it's just preference and all, but I usually hate motion control gimmicks. And turns out I still do. As I was saying, I usually hate motion control gimmicks, but I kind of advocate for the manta ray. And also I advocate for Skyward Sword, which, is basically a game defined by its motion controls. And, I know Skyward Sword has issues. I don't feel like the motion controls are one of them. I know a comic plays that makes each fight so slow and boring, but I feel like the fights generally go on a bit shorter. Like, enemies have less health and stuff because they're a bit more strategy-based. And maybe I kind of like that a bit more strategy-based because, like, positioning is something I love in games. And I feel like Zelda's combat kind of has always sucked, to be brutally honest. Like, Wind Waker was the closest it got to being really fun. And even then it was lacking in some areas. Twilight Princess kind of regressed things a little bit. Skyward Sword kind of brought it back to something I like, where it's very strategic and you have to, really think about what you do. I mean, maybe that's not the audience Zelda's going for, because, like, I don't really love 3D Zelda as much as I used to. I'm actually much more partial to 2D Zelda now, especially after playing Link Between Worlds, which is, like, incredibly amazing and perfect. And I know it's not actually perfect, but I love that game to death. Didn't play Triforce Heroes though. Doesn't seem like the game I would want to pay $40 for. Maybe 30, but that's pushing it. Because Triforce Heroes looks like the game I play once and then never touch again. And past that, I need 2 other people to play it for me. Which, I mean, I guess if ATH and SBF get it, or ATH or whoever, 2 other people I like a lot get it, then yeah, it'd be super fun. But the problem is, I don't know if they're gonna get it. And I kind of would need to know that for sure. And I mean, I guess I could just say, hey, are you going to get this game? And I've asked. And, like, since it was announced, I was like, well, maybe. And I think everyone else I know has basically had that same reaction to it, where maybe I'll get it. It looked fun enough, but not the type of game I'm super interested in. I kind of hate relying on other people and also myself, because I do stupid shit like that. As I was saying, I hate relying on other people in multiplayer games, especially with randoms, because, like, it's really hard for me to tell, am I doing good, or is everyone else doing bad? Am I contributing to the bad? Is everyone bad? It's hard to tell for me in that case, which is why, like, every single multiplayer shooter I've played, I've kind of burned out on, like Splatoon and TF2. Playing with friends makes that better, especially with randoms. It's an absolute pain. Anyway, thank God that's over. Usually I don't die on that level. It just takes forever. But yeah, that gave me more trouble than I anticipated and expected and wanted. Granted, ideally I'd have little to no trouble, but I guess that makes for a more boring video. I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna be it. We have 9 stars left to get. And yes, 9. The final level does not count because technically we already got that star. I mean, in video we didn't. Now the purple coin missions appear great. In videos we didn't, but technically we already have the last grand star from Bowser in the final level. Spoiler alert, he's the final boss. But yeah, next time we do more purple coin missions. Probably not all 9, but more. It'll probably take 2 more videos to clear them out. So yeah. See you guys then.